Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing if the new Pirate Rumble Whitebeard is worth to get, and I will do my best to give you the full information you need to make your decision. Before we get into it, if you want these types of videos to continue, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to help it reach 1000 subscribers. First off, let's see what Whitebeard does and so many people are hyping him up. Of course, since he is a Pirate Rumble unit, no one should pull for him or his captain and special abilities outside of Pirate Rumble, because you will most likely never use him outside of the mode anyways. So now let's take a look at his Pirate Rumble abilities. He has an 80% chance to resist Special Bind, which is okay, but nothing crazy really. He prioritizes attacking enemies with low HP, which I like, especially given his passive ability, which at level 5 says, for 50 seconds after the start of the battle, boosts HP of Q characters by level 5. When there are 50 seconds or less remaining, boosts own attack by level 5, own special CT charge by level 5, and own speed by level 5. We can all understand that in the first half of the battle, Whitebeard makes your team able to take more hits, but in the second half, he tries to take it upon himself and do as much damage as quick as possible, which I actually do like because it also reflects a bit of how Whitebeard acted in the Marineford arc of One Piece. Finally, his Pirate Rumble special at max level 10, says, deals 2 times character's attack to enemies in a medium sideways range, reduces defense of enemies by level 5 for 15 seconds, and has an 80% chance to silence 2 powerhouse enemies for 24 seconds. That is an undoubtedly strong special. He deals a lot of damage to the enemies he actually hits, especially in the second half of the battle. Defense down is always good to have in Pirate Rumble, and finally the silence to 2 powerhouse units is very nice given it is for 24 seconds, but at the same time it's not a guaranteed effect. He has an 80% chance of applying it. I would personally like for it to be 100% if we take into consideration that he doesn't do it to all the enemy powerhouse units, just to 2, but I guess 80% is still high enough. Last thing before we move on to the advantages and disadvantages, we have to take a quick look at the Sugo-Fest steps. So, for the first multi-pool, you can recruit with only 30 rainbow gems, which is a classic in OPTC, so good it's here. For the second multi-pool, it says that the last wanted poster is guaranteed to be a Q character. I don't know why these steps are a trend lately, but it is a horrible trend, a horrible step, and I hope we never see them again in the future. The third multi-pool has the last wanted poster guaranteed to be a Sugo-Fest exclusive, which is good considering we don't even get these steps anymore in debut Sugo-Fest. So I can say this is a pretty good step for the specific Sugo-Fest. Of course, it always comes down to what legends you're missing from the list of the 10 legends available. The fourth multi-pool you can recruit with only 1 rainbow gem, which is awesome, and the fifth pool actually guarantees Whitebeard at max level and max sockets. Now for the advantages. Number 1, Whitebeard is guaranteed. I think a lot of people actually overlook this part. Guaranteed units in One Piece Treasure Cruise are very important because you have something to 100% look forward to even if your luck is very bad. Best case scenario, you get Whitebeard in the early multis, but worst case scenario is you get Whitebeard in the 5th multi as opposed to not getting him at all. Since people love comparing Global and Japan Sugo-Fests, Japan actually did not have that guarantee. Next advantage is that Sugo-Fest exclusive unit in multi number 3. That normally wouldn't be a good thing, but with the absolute eyesore of a Sugo-Fest V3 Boa Hancock has, it has to be. The debut Sugo-Fest exclusive structures just need to improve. Next up we have the 1 gem multi. This is like giving you a quote-unquote free extra chance on getting Whitebeard before you actually get him guaranteed on the 5th multi. Whitebeard is one of the best Pirate Rumble units. In addition to that, he only has 20 cost and can fit in a lot of teams, even come off your bench. Moreover, he is not countered by V3 Katakuri since he is not Free Spirit, Cerebral or Powerhouse. Therefore, a good team with him can give the in team a challenge. Something else to note is that all the Pirate Rumble units that have actually released so far are also available to pull in this Sugo-Fest. Lastly, for the advantages, the Sugo-Fest actually lives on the first day of 2021, meaning you can take your time to decide if you want to go for Whitebeard or not. You should absolutely wait for all the Christmas and New Year's hype to be announced first in my opinion, before you go in for Whitebeard. Bandai has been implying big things are coming in this period for months now, and I'm not telling you to get hyped before anything is officially announced, but let's wait and see. Now let's dive into the disadvantages though, because things are not all bright here. So first of all, a guaranteed Whitebeard costs 181 gems, and as I said before, big things are supposed to be on the way, so saving almost 200 gems can be very helpful, especially if you are someone who doesn't pay much attention to Pirate Rumble. Second off, Whitebeard is only good for Pirate Rumble. If you do not play the mode, or it doesn't really interest you to get a high ranking, then you shouldn't really giving attention to this Sugo-Fest. Disadvantage number 3, the second multi-step is very poorly structured. Also, do not expect Whitebeard to dethrone the in team, because that team will still be the best for Pirate Rumble and Whitebeard won't really change that, although he will allow some other units to pair up with him and maybe challenge it. Also, Whitebeard won't be good for your defensive team. Not because he's a bad defensive unit, but because very few people will actually attack teams with Whitebeard in them. Everyone will avoid going up against him if they can, exactly like it happens with V1 Doflamingo and V3 Katakuri right now. Lastly, for the disadvantages, Whitebeard won't come with max Pirate Rumble abilities. For me this isn't really a big deal, but since he came fully maxed out in Pirate Rumble abilities for the Japan Sugo-Fest, so many people are freaking out over this. To be fair though, for Global he comes guaranteed in the 5th multi and with max special level and sockets, and in Japan he was not guaranteed at all, so in my opinion that is a fair trade-off. Tell me in the comments below if I forgot something in either category, and tell me if you plan to pull or save your gems for later. I think waiting a bit is the best idea for everyone. Leave a like on the video if I helped you out and subscribe to the channel for more One Piece Treasure Cruise content. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.